Life's been pretty shit, to be honest, this past week or so. And I wish that it had like some sort of clear answer to it. Or this clear, like I had some clarity on why it kind of was. And I guess I could kind of blame it on burnout, I guess, in some way. And I've just been burnt out so long, so many times in my life that it's kind of hard to tell when I'm actually feeling bad or whether I'm actually just weak. Because I feel like I really don't fit in with how society works in a lot of ways. Like, I remember school would drain me and I just come back feeling exhausted, wouldn't even care about my homework, wouldn't do it. And basically I just watch porn and then video game or watch a movie or something for the rest of the night until I had to go to bed to wake up the next day for it. And sometimes I would I would get like these spurts of motivation and I would, train for something or maybe do homework or read like the next book for my English or whatever. But I never really felt motivated or drawn to consistently doing that kind of stuff, and I didn't really build that discipline to be doing that. And now it just feels really silly because I only worked five days for 2 weeks, yet I felt so awful from doing that. And I just started to kind of break down after feeling like really good from doing like a 30-day protocol. And, it was really tough, but I felt like I got better from it. I guess kind of I expected my life to be a lot easier once I had finished it. And then doing the extra work, having that extra workload just really took a toll on me. And then things started to kind of unravel a little bit, and I was missing meals, and then I was snacking more, and then that made me feel worse, and then it's like, oh, well, is it eating the bad food that's making me feel bad, or do I actually feel bad? And then now having like the echoes of that, like still wanting to, craving something sweet, craving like a snack or something, and having more difficulty getting myself to cook the meals and to get up to walk and just to do the things and finish my workouts. And I've just been looking for an answer. I've always looked for answers for these kind of things. And, it kind of makes me feel really hopeless. Like in the society that we live in, there's not really much hope, it doesn't seem like. We have to work to earn money, but the amount of money that we have to get to live comfortably is so much. Like for me, I want to have my own space. I want to have my own house and my own block of land. I want to have my own home gym because I don't really like going to gyms. It's too stimulating for me. I like having my own area because then I can keep it clean and tidy and have it efficient for the work that I want to do, because I get easily distracted by other people and I get frustrated by people making noise. And that's just things that I've learned over time and had to kind of deal with because I don't have the money or the resources to get myself out of this. And it just kind of makes me feel kind of hopeless that, I have to work so hard doing stuff that I hate with people that I don't like in situations that drain me. And then as a result of that, to make enough money to have this kind of life that I want, I'm going to be mucking up my health. And that just doesn't seem like a good payoff because I'm not happy doing that stuff. I don't know why, I just know that deep within me that it drains me and I feel terrible for doing it. And then it's going to make me want to snack more. And then if I start snacking more, then it's not going to be enough. And then I'm going to want to start drinking alcohol again, and then I'm going to start wanting to smoke again. And then, it's not a far step off from doing marijuana or something like that. And then, just wanting to like play video games to kind of have some sort of structure, some sort of semblance, and feel like I'm achieving something in my life, knowing that it's kind of this false sense on a screen, but desperate to kind of reach that level, to kind of beat the game, just because my own life feels so empty and so voidless that I just need a bit of stability or something. And I know that going down that path is really hard to like get myself out of, and I can see myself starting to slip towards that, and I know how bad it feels to be down there. And you know, just rejecting that part of myself and saying, oh, that's not me, that's like this bad, evil part of me, that just creates even more conflict in me, because then I'm just fighting, I'm having these two sides of that fight. And, you know, the willpower and the strength of trying to force the discipline can only last so long. And I think with the 30-day protocol, I kind of had momentum. I already had a mindset to get through this. I already had a bit of strength to get through it, and then it kind of just melted away a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm just left like, oh, well, like, what am I going to do? Like, I can't just continue doing like this. Like, I can't continue living at my mum's house, even though, you know, it's kind of easier for me to work less, to then have more time to do the things that I want. But then I'm like, at the moment, I'm not feeling motivated to do any of the things that I want. I'm still drawing, I'm still trying to keep up with my workouts, and I'm still following most of my diet, but I'm like feeling myself slowly unravel, and like it's not going to be sustainable with how it's going at the moment. It's just really frustrating to feel so isolated and to feel so far apart from everything, but knowing that this is the society that we live in and that we kind of have to fit in. That's the part that really sucks to me, because it feels like I don't have any support or anyone that can really understand what I'm going through or what I'm doing, because everyone else just seems to go along with it and seems to be able to do okay with it, seems happy to, you know, be paying this price of working to have some sort of a comfortable life. And I feel like it's so silly of me to have like such high standards and ideals for myself, yet to not want to fit in society to make those things kind of work. And I want to be able to make money, to be able to do that stuff, but then I don't want to spend and waste so much of my life just to reach that end. And then I don't want to like be like one of the online influencers that just try and sell you courses and then make money off of people that are feeling kind of helpless and think that it's going to give them an answer, when really it's like not really giving them an answer, because I've fallen for so many gurus and people that seem so confident and like look like they know what they're doing, but they're just projecting confidence. They're just projecting that they know stuff. And they haven't faced the insecurities in themselves. They haven't faced the weakness in themselves. They've just covered it over with this image of strength and of just pushing through things. And I haven't been able to deny myself and to convince myself to be able to do that stuff like they are, for some reason. Yeah, it's like frustrating to want money, but then have the values to not want to take money from people, but knowing that I need to make money anyway. And I'm kind of in this paradox where I'm earning money doing something that I don't believe in and kind of doing that anyway. I feel like I've said all that I've needed to say, so I'll probably stop the video there. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you like this more kind of honest. I guess I've been honest, just that now I'm trying to express myself a bit more again and be more upfront about my struggles, because I think that's one of my strengths and something that a lot of people can connect with. You know, but we gotta find a way to go on anyway. And I'm not sure how that kind of works out for me, but hopefully I find out something.